Now our next topic, we have also seen what are the different complex data types in the Pig Latin. So in the Pig Latin we have some different types of the difficult or the complex type of the data types, that are the tuple, bag, map. So just we have seen what is the tuples. Tuple is something that is known as the row and the record in our other languages, and this tuple is also used in the SQL. Same name has been used there. Then next one we have bag. What is bag? So this bag is exactly equal to the tables. What we have the tables in the other languages, that is known as a bag, and this bag is simply known as the collection of the tuples. What are maps? Maps are the data types which uses or takes the value in the set of key and value pairs, where there is a condition that key value should be always unique, okay, and it should be character type. Now we have certain expressions types in the Pig Latin. What are the different expressions types in the Pig Latin? First one, we have the constants. What exactly the meaning of the constants? Constant simply means that whatever the value we want to fix, that should not be changed in our Pig Latin scripting. So something we want to fix. Suppose we are going to find out the area of the circle. In that we have the formula that is a pi r square, where r is the radius of the circle. Then in that case the value of pi will be always fixed. So we can directly fix anything like pi. Second one is the basic arithmetic types. So what are the basic arithmetic types? We have seen from the childhood of our life that are same basic arithmetic expressions are available in the Pig Latin also. That is the addition, multiplication, subtraction and division. Then a new thing, we have the sign. What is the sign? Sign is just simply the negation. Suppose if we are giving the value as the x, then it will return as the minus x, or if you are giving the minus x, it will return as the plus x. So that will depend upon the sign. Then we have the cast. We know that what is cast. That is similar to the type casting in case of the C or the Java. So there should not be any problem in understanding what is the cast. Next one, we have the modulo, which is the normal mathematical function, that is a modulo. Then next one we have the conditionals. What are the conditional expressions? Can anybody tell me what is conditionals? Anybody having idea about the conditionals? If you people having an idea about the conditional, just type it on the message or the chat window soon. I'm waiting for the responses. Oh, very good. No one is giving the response. Now I got a first response. If value is the true, first value, otherwise after colon. Okay. Yeah, that's the correct answer that I got. What is the conditionals? Conditionals simply means that some tertiary type of operator. So this is the syntax on the screen. You may be able to see the syntax of the conditionals. So what are the conditional syntax? So see, this is the syntax of the conditional, where you don't have to put the braces. Where you don't have to put it into the braces. It's not compulsory. You can write simply x question mark y, that is, then colon, then z. So here there may be a question may be asked, what does this expression actually means? So here simply means if this is the conditional, if x is true, then it will return y. If it is x is false, then it will return the z. So how do we write it into case of the Java or any other language? If we have to do the programming of the comparison of the two values, suppose x should be greater than y, how you will write? If x is greater than, then you have to write that x is the greater, else y is greater. This all steps can be done using this single expression only. So here x greater than y, question mark, okay, then true or colon false. What this means? So this means that if x will be greater than y, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So this is the only normal example of the conditional and how this conditional is working. Now we have certain comparison types. So for comparison, what we are going to use? For comparison, we normally use less than equal to, greater than equal to, or not equal to. So you might be familiar with that one. There is no sorry, there is no problem in understanding what is the comparison. So that are all are the part of the operators. Whatever you know the language in the C or Java, C++, that all came into the operators chapter. Then next one is we have the here the pattern matching. What is the pattern matching? So the people who are familiar with the Linux or the Unix operating system, they might be knowing that for pattern matching we have the command that is known as the grep command. What that are used by the traditional approach in the before coming to the MapReduce. Now in the case of the MapReduce, we have directly the mapping function. Yeah, the pattern matching is used for the regular expressions. So I think there should not be any confusion. What is the pattern matching? And this pattern matching is a class. That pattern matching is found in the regular exp. That is the regular expression, and it is found inside the java.util package. Okay. Next one is the null. All people might be clear with this null. Then last one, that is the boolean, means simply true or false. Now before going to the last part of the pig, we have something to discuss. That is the most important one while writing our pig scripting language. So in the pig scripting language, we have some built-in function, and we can also write our user defined functions. So before going to write our user defined function, we have to see what are the built-in functions in the pig Latin. So see on the screen, you may be able to see that the built-in functions example. So first one is the simply average function, that it is for the calculating the average of the array or whatever the value we have. Second one is the concat, for addition or concatenating of the two arrays, that may be a string or byte. Then count, then diff. What is the diff function? Diff function is simply used to differentiate the two tuples. Okay. So here on the right side, you may be able to find out the description for this diff. If the two fields are bag, it will return tuple that are in the one big. So here actually what is its meaning? So this diff function will just compare the two tuples, and whatever the two fields in the tuple will be your result. That will depends upon when you are going to execute the pig scripting language, then you can use this diff function, then it will be clear to you. Then we have the max for finding the maximum value, then mean, then size. This size function is used to calculate the number of the elements. Suppose if you have the tuple, means, or the bag, in that bag how many elements are present, means what is the capacity. The capacity and size both are not same. So whatever the size that is the element present inside the bag will be returned by the size function. Can anybody tell what is the difference between the size and the capacity? What is difference between size and capacity?
Size is fixed, again capacity can increase.
Anyone available
Capacity is
to give the simple answer? Yeah, I got an answer that size is fixed, not beyond that can be inserted. So capacity is fixed. Another example. So the capacity means we can increase. So the simple and the clear definition for the size and capacity is that whatever the size of the array we are going to define, so that will be the capacity. Suppose we are going to define the size of the array as 10, then 10 will be the capacity. Now what is size? Size, suppose we have defined the array of size 10 and we have stored only 5 variables, then the size of the array will be 5. Remaining 5 is empty. So here simply the size may be equal to or less than capacity. I got one answer that size is the actual size, number of the elements, and capacity is how much the list can contain. Yes, yeah. This definition is also correct. There is no problem in this one. So this is the difference between the size and capacity. Next one function, we have the sum for calculating the sum of the single column bag. We cannot calculate the sum of the total multiple column bag in a pig. So for that purpose we have the size, means we have the function, built-in function sum for calculating the single column, whether it may be a row or it may be column. Then we have the next function that is known as tokenize. So in our last example, the example of the word count, you may be also able to see, you have seen the tokenize function. What is the meaning of this tokenize function? What is the meaning of tokenize? The tokenize function, simply whatever the data you are going to give, it will break. I got one answer that by words. So that is the example in the case of words. Suppose we are getting some numeric value, then what will happen? So for that one we can simply give the definition for tokenized function is that it splits the bag. In that bag it may be either words or anything. So there should be certain condition, and based on that condition it will splits the data. Now we have one, yeah, we can use the delimiter. Delimiter may be anything. It may be blank screen, means it may be blank space, or it may be any characters. Whatever the character you wish, you can give for the tokenizing. Now our next function is that is empty. Is empty is simply is used to check whether our bag or the map is empty or full. So if it is empty, it will return the true, otherwise it will return the false. So these are the some of the built-in functions in the Pig Latin. Now we have also some relational operators in Pig Latin. What are the different relational operators? For tokenize, I got one more answer, that text to column in Excel. So it may be anything. Tokenizing means simply the splitting of data. Now we have the topic that is known as the relational operators in Pig Latin. What are the different relational operators in Pig Latin? So first one is the split. What is the actual meaning of a split? What is the operation done by the split? It is simply the splitting. Here in the case of pig, we have the relational operator simply known as a split, and that split is similar to our if expression. Means if we are giving certain conditions, based on that conditions it will simply split that data. Split a relation into two or more relations. based on given Boolean expression, that is the condition. Next one we have the union. What is the union? Union is used to simply unite the two or more relation. Means whatever the data present in one relation or the tuple or the bag, that can be united with the other by making use of this union function. Now we have filter command, that is a filter operator. What is the purpose of this filter? We have seen that what is the purpose of the filter. Filter is used to simply filter out based on the given conditions. Means if we want to just extract something or select something from a particular list, then for that purpose we have the filter. Next one is the distinct. What is the meaning of distinct? So as the name suggests, it will take only the distinct. It will remove whatever the duplicate data is present inside the bag. That bag will be removed. Can anybody give example of the bag? Whatever topic or the example we have seen till now, is there any usage of the bag we have seen? Any bag example? No one. So in the yesterday's example we have seen one example. What was that example? So we are loading something. See here on the screen you may be able to see the example, whatever example we have seen in the last class. So here records equal to load, and we are loading this file. So where we are loading? We are loading into a one storage area that is named as the records. This record is one of the bag. Okay, where we are simply storing the data. We have the sample for each. For each is similar to the for loop only. For each is used to read the value or get the value from a collection. Okay, so here our collection is the bag, and from the bag if we want to read each and every value, for that we can use the for each one. So this for each similar to the Java for each. Then we have the next one, that is the nested for each. What is the meaning of the nested for each? For each that is present inside one for each. Again we have the topic that is known as the join. This join is similar to the join, whatever the join we know in the relational database. So in case of the MapReduce, this join, split, all the functions that was done internally. We can't set this join and splitted functions, but in the case of the pig, this function is already available to us. Whenever we want to join, we can use the join function. Whenever we want to use any of this inbuilt function, we can use this one. We have some more functions, that is the group, for grouping a particular data. And that all cross co-group, that is not the important one, but you should know what is the actual meaning of the co-group, something like that. We have also one for operator that is known as the order. This order is similar to the our RDBMS order. This is used to order, means it is used to sort our column or the data into the ascending or descending order. Okay. We have some more functions that is known as the upper, to make in the uppercase. Now after this built-in function, we can also write our own function that is known as the user-defined function. So whatever the different user-defined function we want, we can write. Now just tell me, is there any user-defined functions you have written in any language? Anybody has used any user defined function? If you have used the user defined function, just reply back. I am waiting for the responses. In the case of the pig also, we have some of the user built-in functions whatever we have seen till now. Now in the pig we have also, the pig peoples have also provided the opportunity that we can write our own user defined functions according to our need. Okay, if you are not getting any of the functions according to your need from the built-in library, then you can write your own user defined functions. So some of the example of the user defined function that is known as the UDF function in the pig Latin is the, you may be able to see it on the screen, that is the register, and one more function is the define. So this defines is simply used to define something. Okay, and register, if you want to register, if you have defined any function that is the user defined function, then for that time you have to register that function in the pig Latin. For that purpose we have the register. For defining our own function we have the define command or the statement, and for registering that define commands we have the register function. Okay, some of the UDF functions we can simply use, that is the aggregate functions. It will calculate all the arithmetic operations, whatever the functions you will define, it will calculate that one. So it will depends totally on the user what function you are going to use. If you are going to define the algebraic functions, it will calculate the algebraic functions. There is nothing left in this pig topic. Whatever the topic you have seen till now, that's the enough for the pig. And for writing the pig query in your system, for the calculation of the some examples, you have to first install the pig. So for installing you have to download one zip file, that is the tar file from the Google, from the Apache link. It will give you the pig version, maybe around 0.12, that you have to download it and just you have to install it in your system. So see, the latest and the current versions for the pig is the pig 0.140. It may be easily, once you type in the Google only that pig 0.140 download, it will automatically give you this one. Okay, so I just inform each and everyone, just simply download this pig one in the Windows only and try to configure it. There is no extra configuration is needed. You have to simply put it into the home directory or somewhere else in your Ubuntu system. After that you have to extract that and simply set the pig home and pig path. Whatever the syntax you have used in the case of the Java, the same syntax you have to write for the pig also. Then after that, in the next class, we can see one working example, one or two, depends upon the situations. We can see some working example of the pig. Now here the question is this pig concept is over? Now just try to configure the Wi-Fi in your system. If it is not working, take the help of the other persons and just configure it. First you need to do it the Hadoop configuration, then pig one. Any problem in this one?